Hello ladies and gents, DK6 right back here with you, and the Halo 5 Guardians Hunt the Truth Tumblr page has finally reached 0 on the countdown, and this is what we have found. It's quite interesting, so let's check it out. Okay, so this is what the Hunt the Truth page looks like now. The countdown has gone and we are presented with this. On the left hand side here it says Benjamin Giraud. I looked at the pronunciation of this, it's French and it's pronounced Giraud, something like that. Anyways, on the top it says behind the story of the Master Chief. A few months ago I was hired to do an in-depth profile of the Master Chief. Join me each week for a new episode. Okay, so we know that it's weekly episodic content here. Right, so on the left hand side, this is the journalist's name, Benjamin Giraud, as I said before. It says, I'm a journalist and war photographer. I've seen the absolute worst of humanity. I've also seen the best. A few months ago, I was hired to do an in-depth profile on the Chief. Join me as I hunt the truth. Right, and over here we have a green play button and it says look for the details, and it's the bullet thing. So this is really cool here. So check this out. So you click play and then you can actually drag it left and right, and it's like you can see all the details as you drag. So let's have a look at what this bullet says on it. Right, so it's fired out of the sniper rifle and it says son, so S-O-N, abductee, oh let's go back a bit, abductee, victim, orphan, recruit, see that, recruit, soldier, so saying a different word every time that bullet revolves, warrior, ally, hero, and it keeps going, savior, and finally it says traitor. And then it goes on ahead to smack the Master Chief in his face, and then everything explodes and shit gets real. Okay, so let's stop looking at that. Right, so now we know what the bullet says on it. And if you're familiar with the Halo backstory and the Master Chief backstory, we all know that he was a boy that was abducted and then he became a recruit and a soldier and blah blah blah. He's eventually a legend and a hero and a savior, and now it looks like they're asking the question, is he a traitor? Anyways, so you got this SoundCloud section over here and it says episode 00 primer. Now when you listen to this, it's this guy here, the Benjamin Giraud journalist war photographer, and it's basically him talking about how he saw the Master Chief for the first time 6 years ago, and the Master Chief saved the world and he saved all of them. Now this guy has been hired to do an in-depth profile on the Chief. He's spoken to a lot of people who claim to know him, and he was going to do like this glossy blockbuster hero biography of the Chief, but the truth isn't that clean, and now he's stuck with all these ugly questions, and he's found that there's fabricated histories and cover-ups of cover-ups, and he sounds really uncomfortable about the whole thing. He says that something big is happening in deep space and he can't fix the pretty story, but he can maybe break the ugly one. He thinks that everyone deserves to know the real story. Who is the Master Chief? Where does he come from? And is he keeping us safe? I think these questions are kind of concerning. Is he keeping us safe? Seriously, you saved your asses countless times and you're saying, is he keeping us safe? Humans suck. Anyways, it says, what began as a high-profile story quickly turns into a full-blown investigation. Sources claim they know the real Master Chief, the boy, the soldier, the hero, the traitor, but who's telling the truth? Okay, so over here we have these logos. You have the ONI logo, the UNSC logo, and I don't know what this is. Right, it's got more text over here. For decades, I've served the galaxy as a journalist and war photographer. I've covered human interest stories on Earth and in the inner and outer colonies. I've also contracted for the government, covering military affairs. I was at New Mombasa when the Master Chief first appeared to combat the Covenant attack. Right, so that's pretty much this page covered. Now when you click this link over here, you're presented with this. It goes to the xbox.com site for Halo 5 Guardians. You can watch the bullet thing here, and you can control it left and right. You got the SoundCloud thing here, and it's got a little bit more text over here. Join journalist and war photographer Benjamin Giraud for a weekly episodic investigation into the origins of modern day superhero Master Chief. When you click dig deeper, it just diverts straight back to the Tumblr page. I did Google this surname, and it turns out that Henri Giraud, he was a French general who was captured in both world wars but escaped both times. And if you Google the full name, it's a French cyclist. I don't think any of this is related to the Halo stuff, and that's the pronunciation of how to say the damn surname. So, I think this is interesting. The word traitor on the bullet obviously is referring to the Master Chief because they're talking about his life, and the last thing on that little timeline that they've made up ends with traitor. And if you listen to the SoundCloud clip, he asks the question, traitor? Anyways, I think this is all interesting. I'm interested to see where they go with this. I obviously love the alternate reality game type stuff that they've done before with Halo marketing campaigns. I genuinely believe that when they release this sound clip every week, I think it's going to get more weird and a lot more convoluted, and it should come with a few twists, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right now I think it's interesting. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about this. If anyone has any further speculation or any comments, or if I've missed anything, please comment below and I will answer. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm DKD6. Bye!